Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and the Chargers. With that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of our Spring 24 Battle Court season. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman. How you doing today, Stu?
Very well. Looking forward to getting this first game started.
Not wasting any time here. Second division doubles match. Fronton and Amigarena take on Iturbide and Ubia. We're going.
That serve came, and we began. Robote forehand to the inside. Catch in the air by Iturbide. Ferranda, beautiful catch. Forehand back to the inside. Big backhand by Ubia. Amigarena is there. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Amigarena is there. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Amigarena on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Iturbide deep in the backcourt. There's the backhand. Amigarena hard to the inside. Backhand by Ubia. Robote forehand. Low runner to the inside. Scooped up beautifully by Amigarena. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Backhand from the 10 line. Backhand now by Ferranda. Robote left side. Ferranda attacks, but lets it pass. Backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. Here's Ubia. Backhand from the 11 to the left side of Ferranda. Ubia on the catch. Juggling on the catch of Ubia. First point, first hard-fought point going to Ferranda and Amigarena. Of the Fireballs, Ferranda will have the serve. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
A lot to unpack in the first point. First of all, much more aggressive Fireballs team. I mean, Ferranda right off the bat shooting the filo to the outside.
Absolutely.
Also really good defense as well. Iturbide's been scoring on a number of costados, whether they're 2 walls, inside placement, splitters. Ferranda stopped the first one. See if he keeps going back to it.
Robote, that rebound off the back wall, play by Ferranda. Iturbide attacks, whips it outside. It's stopped in another great catch. And Ferranda returns a 2-wall that scores. An aggressive style of play from Ferranda here. The Fireballs lead 2-0.
And right back to it on the second point.
We were saying.
Had him trapped inside, soft touch on the 2-wall, really opening up wide and landing just inside the boundary line.
Very well done.
Again, things haven't been going great for the Fireballs, so got to mix it up, throw a couple more shots, and that starts with Ferranda up in the front court. Really good pace to this match if they want to take out Iturbide and Ubia.
Iturbide picks the serve, drops it inside. Ferranda read it perfect. Ferranda rifles the costado outside. The filo scores 3-0 in favor of Ferranda and Amigarena.
I mean, quite the start here for the Fireballs. Different type of energy today. And I love this filo again. I mean, great defense on the costado. Iturbide throws the drop shot. Ferranda gets there in plenty of time. You just have a little bit less time to react. If you put that into the sidewall first, you can read the angle. It gives you an extra second to maybe make a play and get in position. The filo opens up off the floor, comes right to the opponent. Tough for Iturbide to scoop that one up. Great start for Ferranda up there.
Iturbide picks another one. This 2-all lands in. 1 point for the Chargers in Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide has the serve.
Yeah, I don't think the Chargers were expecting this much of a fight, at least in terms of shots for the first couple points. And this team has been primarily defensive-minded. Ferranda and Amigarena have yet to get a win here in our Spring 24 Battle Court season, so they're changing it up, and so far so good, but got to be careful. Iturbide, you know he's been playing great this year.
Low and hard to the inside from the left side of Amigarena.
Hard throw to the inside, Iturbide, Robote.
Ferranda, drop shot.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
What a catch by Iturbide. He hit that sidewall hard.
Yeah, he did.
Backhand 2-all scores. It's 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide served.
Yeah, Iturbide was not moving great on that point. You see the backhand 2-all. I mean, just tipped. Migarena might be there. Just got to communicate. But it was right off the serve. Iturbide grabbing, looked like around the groin area. Not sure. Hope that he's okay. And then pretty good crash into the side wall.
It's a backhand by Migarena. It scores. 4 points for Ferranda and Migarena. Ferranda has the serve for the Fireballs.
Actually, a rank advantage in this match for the Fireballs. They have their second and third ranked player, and it's the 2 and the 4 for the Chargers. So, one that
Excellent serve by Ferranda. A fine catch and return by Ubia. 3 points for the purple shirts. Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
and a lot of quick points. I mean, but the way that Iturbide's played this season, I mean, it'd be foolish to not try to end these points quickly. I mean, he's been so consistent on the costado. Every shot, the outside placement, the 2-all, the drop shots. You got to shoot to score against this Chargers
Ferranda picks
team.
his serve and rifles it in to score. 5 points for Ferranda and Migarena. This is possible set point.
And that's the, at least in terms of the ranking, the advantage there for the Chargers. They have for the Fireballs, that is. They have Migarena, who's the 3, Ubia's the 4. So just going to keep attacking Ubia here in the backcourt, keep the ball away from Iturbide. Will be the best way for them to get a win to start off the game day.
There's the backhand by Ubia, caught beautifully by Ferranda. Bote is missed. 4 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves. Still possible set point for the Fireballs. There's the backhand by Migarena. Robote coming out right up the middle. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Ubia. Caught near by Ferranda. Here's the backhand. Robote. Robote forehand fired beautifully. What a catch by Migarena. Migarena from the right side. Catch by Iturbide. Migarena backhand from the 11 line. Hard throw to the inside. Backhand again by Migarena. Backhand 2-all. Lands out. 5-5. This is set point.
That ball stayed elevated for a long time. That was actually the right shot. He just maybe a little bit less power, and it lands in and scores.
If he's been practicing, it's one thing. Just to throw it for the, that was close.
Maybe just overthrew it a little bit. Takes a little bit off. That drops in. We're moving on to a second set. Instead, the Chargers have a chance to steal this one away from the Fireballs. And they do.
Serve will score. Point and set for the Chargers. Iturbide and Ubia. They win the first set 6-5. We'll put a minute 30 on the board, come back out, play our next set.
Well, after a blazing start, 3-0 advantage for the...
It really looked like Fireballs were going to take that.
Yeah, Iturbide and Ubia, they come back. One of the better second division doubles teams as well. Iturbide and Ubia coming to this one with a record of 5-2, led by that man up in the front court, number 91, Iturbide. First kill shot attempt, though, stopped, and look at this. Sorry, that was actually the second, into the 2-all right there, landing in the score.
Yeah, Ferranda played beautifully, especially early on in this. Look at this drop shot. Ferranda reads it perfectly. I mean, he just reads it perfectly and rifles it outside. Boom. Very well done.
you have to defend the split placement. You have to defend inside. You have to defend the outside as well on the philo, and just not a lot of time to react to it. I love that shot selection. This one again, I mean, same throw right there. Beats him outside. But then Iturbide started to turn it on. I mean, that 2-all, I mean, that opened up.
Very well.
That's gorgeous.
Very, very well done.
And Ubia, I think a couple more catches in the second half of that set compared to the first. A few misses early on. Nice backhand 2-all right there. See, that's one crossing.
Good catch
right
by
off
Ubia.
the wall. Not easy. And look at this, the low runner just tipped. 6-5, the Chargers take set number 1. Ready to begin set 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Fronton will have the serve for the Fireballs. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Backhand by Migarena. Ubia's there. Sketch by Ubia. Backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote coming out. Ball tipped by Ubia. Fronton and Migarena first up on the board here in our second set. Fronton has the serve for the Fireballs.
They just have to stay aggressive here. Now you have a 1-0 lead. They had the most success in this match when Fronton was firing shots up in the front. Got to go back to that.
Backhand by Ubia, powerfully thrown. Caught well by Migarena. Forehand over the top. Fronton makes the catch. Backhand. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Caught by Migarena. It's on the wall. Beautiful forehand rebote by Iturbide. This one caught by Migarena. Backhand by Migarena. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand. Laid up. Here's Ubia. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Migarena's there. Rebote forehand. That point goes to the Chargers, Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serve.
Yeah, that ball kind of floating up there, not moving too fast, high on the left side. See consistently, those are the ones that are tipped, dropped, missed. I mean, the closer you are to the sidewall, too, the more difficult that catch becomes. Well, not particularly close, but still. Huge
what
turn
a
of
catch
events.
by Fronton, rifling that in there and scoring. That is beautifully done by Fronton. Fronton Migarena with 2. Fronton has the serve for the Fireballs.
They just keep going to Ubia here in the backcourt, pounding him with these forehands and backhands. Had a little bit of success with that as well.
Here's the backhand by Ubia. Rebote by Ferranda. Turn for the bounce. Ubia's there. Backhand. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Iturbide on the rebote. Amigarena follows the rebote. That's going to touch the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
And going in on the sidewall for a left side rebote. Run out of space. The only way for that ball to move is towards the outside of the court, and sent that one a little bit too high as well, catching the overhead screen before it kicked out of play.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote left side. Catch by Amigarena. Backhand. Low and hard to the inside. Juggling on the catch of Ferranda. Ferranda picks his serve.
Another one.
Rifles it back hard. What a catch by Ubia. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Ubia in the corner. Backhand by Amigarena. Rebote coming out. Amigarena on the backhand. Beautiful catch by Amigarena. Backhand from the 11 line. Ubia on the forehand. Powerfully thrown. Clean miss in the front. Amigarena makes the save in the back. Iturbide has it. Rifles it inside. Amigarena is there. Ubia, backhand, thrown powerfully. Beautiful catch by Amigarena. Here's the backhand. Ubia, powerful forehand, caught in the air by Ferranda. Ferranda going deep, passing. This one comes out to the rebote. Backhand by Amigarena. Iturbide, rebote. Powerful forehand, caught by Amigarena. Amigarena on the backhand. Fine catch by Amigarena. Comes over the top from the right side. Ubia keeps it on the forehand. Big right side. Cut off by Ferranda. Ferranda rifles the coastie inside. Picked up by Ubia. Ubia's backhand 2-all will land into score. 4 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
I love it. After a long rally and against an aggressive front quarter, the backhand 2-all is usually open. You see Ferranda, I mean, he's opened up to the sidewall, not expecting anything back towards the outside. He's got to open up, get in position, and then make a play on it. It's a lot to ask for in a little bit of time. 4-2 advantage here for the Chargers now.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote comes to the outside. Iturbide is there. Amigarena is going to let it pass. Iturbide on the catch. Inside placement. Rebote forehand by Ferranda. Good communication on the fireballs. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Rebote left side. This one caught by Iturbide. Iturbide rifles it inside. Here's the catch. And the return by Amigarena. Rebote forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Catch by Iturbide. Here's the backhand. Coastie to the inside. Picked up by Amigarena. Backhand from the 12 line. Migrena, backhand from the 11. Robote's on the wall, and it scores 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Iturbide and Ubia, the Chargers.
We talk about a number of guys and their records. I mean, think about Jairo, think about Gosheri. Iturbide's slowly joining that group. I mean, he's lost just two matches this season, Stu, both early on with Ubia behind him in this second division.
And look at the adjustment that he's made since from the prior season. Landing shots that he wasn't able to throw, getting the ball above the pad.
And his catching may be some of the best on the roster on that left side.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
I mean, he's so aggressive, but he doesn't ever miss the ball when he's trying to get it to that costado. And again, we saw Ferronda give a few points away, trying to make a play up in the front. Iturbide, not many unforced errors and killing the point at a high rate.
And Migarena will keep it on the backhand. Robote for Iturbide. Ferronda takes it on the bounce. Costado up the middle. Ubia saves the Robote to the inside. Here's a Migarena backhand from the 12 line. Iturbide is there. Migarena, fine catch, big backhand. Ubia, backhand, powerfully thrown. Ubia, backhand from the 12 line. That hits the back wall, comes out to the Robote. Forehand by Migarena. Big bounce brought down beautifully by Ubia on the scoop. Another one on the wall. Ferronda saves this one. Costado 2-all opens and scores for the win. Point set and match to Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers, taking it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-2.
And ending it with a Costado 2-all. What a run this Chargers team is on. 4 wins in a row for Iturbide and Ubia. Overall this season, Stu, Iturbide in 18 matches played, 16 wins and only 2 losses. Chargers squarely in the mix for that #1 seed. They needed a big day. So far, so good. They get on the board with those 1.5 points.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Let's pull up the game day scoreboard. Now you're going to see an extra point up there for the Chargers. Our second scheduled match, Zulaika against Inaki, has been forfeited by Inaki of the Fireballs. Dealing with a bit of an injury, he decided to forfeit that singles match so he could play the final doubles match of the day. That would be Inaki and Cabrera against Zulaika and Bradley. So match 2, supposed to be singles. We're going to move over to the 5th division doubles. But before any of that, we're going to hear from this team, Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers.
All right, Iturbide, Ubia, congratulations on winning that match. You guys started the season 2 wins and 2 losses, but now you guys have won 4 straight matches since. What is the main reason for this turnaround, and how do you keep it up as we move closer to the playoffs?
So I think one of the key reasons is actually knowing that I can depend on David. I only have to do a little less than what I'm supposed to do. He takes care of the most of the part, and having the confidence in one's partner is a great asset to have. So thanks to that, we're on a great streak.
¿Cómo mantienen este momento para seguir ganando hasta los playoffs?
Bueno, lo importante es que estamos bien, que nos sentimos bien,
The important thing is that we feel good,
que consigamos puntos para el equipo
we're getting more points for the team,
y seguir hacia adelante.
and we just keep going forward. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Vamos, Chargers.
Thank you.
Up next, 5th division doubles for the Fireballs. Another undefeated team here, Stu. Hernandez and Cabrera, they take on El Barba and Benny. Yeah, these two teams matched up very early in the season. That was back on February 5th. It was a straight set victory for the Fireballs in that one. See if they can make it 2 in a row. Over El Barba and Benny, that is. And this Chargers team, really a season of runs. Started off particularly well. They were 3-1, but since that point have lost 4 straight. They can turn it around right here. Hernandez has the serve. We're ready to begin match number 2. There's a serve. Our second match is underway. Backhand to the inside, pulled in there by Cabrera. Benny now from the 10 line, high, hard backhand. Not gonna get past Cabrera, ranging back forward. He takes it into the 12 line. Benny again, puts it on the wall. Hernandez, his catch, hard backhand, dropping low. Benny gets there. Soft touch on the backhand. Benny from the 11 line. Powers this one higher off the front wall, and it's missed. First point of our second match to the Chargers, El Barba and Benny.
I can say this succinctly. That's a rare miss for Cabrera, especially early in a set.
And to his left side also.
Occasionally you see Cabrera get a little tired maybe going into a second and third set, and he may miss one, but not off the bat, not like that.
Powerful backhand, right on the wall. Benny takes it off the numbers between the 11 and 12 line. Back to the inside, Cabrera. Low runner, Benny backing up, scoops it up. There, Hernandez comes back, makes a good save. Here's El Barba on the costado. It's a drop shot. Hernandez got to it, returns a drop shot, and that one scores.
Wow.
Just above the pad. Well done by Hernandez. We are tied up 1-1.
So Hernandez read it really well. He moved to it even better. See, good shot selection here by El Barba. He goes for the kill shot, drop shot to the inside. Look at Hernandez reading it just beautifully.
I mean, that's a
titanium hip and all. He gets there and drops the return drop shot that scores on the second bounce before the 3 line. Well done.
Benny handles his serve on the forehand, high and hard. Picked off the sidewall. Good catch there by Cabrera. On the bounce, Benny backing up, takes it in at the 12 line. Here's Cabrera. Other backhand, high and hard. Benny leaping grab there at the 12. This one sticks inside. Interference is ruled. The point will be replayed. Hernandez and Cabrera serve. We're tied up 1-1. Here's Benny up at the 10 line. His backhand picked off by Hernandez coming cross court. Benny again, high and hard this time. Cabrera backing up, takes it off the sidewall at the 12. Here's Benny now. Powerful backhand, this one out of reach. Fireball is looking for it on the rebote. Hernandez drops it inside. Benny picks it up on the bounce. Forehand, dropping again. Hernandez reaching in. Here's Benny now from the 11 line, backhand. Stopped overhead, here's Hernandez. Hernandez trying to get past Benny, just tipped. Second point for the Fireballs, they serve.
Hernandez solid up here in the front court again. World champion back quarter has made the adjustment up to the front court very well.
Backhand by Benny, good catch by Cabrera. This one dropped inside, no play for El Barba. Benny picks it up off the sidewall, hard backhand. Hernandez rifles this one. Benny out there early for the rebote, he makes a save. Another big backhand, Benny stays up there, looking for the rebote. Drops this one to the inside, Cabrera on the bounce, reaching in. Hard backhand again. Rebote just above the pad. Hernandez, aggressive play, picks it up. Rifles this one just out of reach. Into the Chula, comes out enough for Benny to make the save. Another high, hard backhand. Benny again, left side rebote, will clip off the sidewall. Hernandez into the costado. It's a splitter, caught in the air by El Barba. El Barba whips this one overhead. It opens up. Cabrera dug it out, but that caught the overhead screen. Nice throw there by El Barba. We're tied up, 2-2.
Definitely great effort there by Cabrera. Well thrown by El Barba. El Barba put it to the backcourt very nicely.
Cabrera blasts another backhand. Benny out of the way. El Barba, right side rebote, comes out to the middle of the court. Cabrera runs around it. Rebote comes out. Benny saves it. It's a 2-all coming up the middle. Low and hard on the return. Benny scooped it up. Backhand. Inside placement cut off by Hernandez. Forehand rebote. This one pushed outside. That lands outside the court. 3 points for the Fireballs.
Aggressive style of play from Hernandez, not quite used to seeing. Doing very well.
Benny handles the serve, backhand dropping low, cut off by Hernandez. Good aggressive play, backhand launched and passing. Rebote left side, El Barba keeps it up the middle. There's a powerful backhand by Cabrera. Benny lines it up. Got it right off the sidewall. Cabrera again on the backhand. Benny backing up, makes a high scoop. Powerful return just beyond the 11 line towards the inside. Picked off there by Cabrera. He blasts it. Clears the overhead screen on the wall. El Barba gets up there, makes a good save. Another big backhand. And he steps back this time, able to cut it off. Hernandez at the 10 line. Backhand clips. Here's Benny now. High costado, hard to the inside. Cabrera runs under it. Benny now puts it on the wall. Cabrera calls for Hernandez to take it. The rebote is missed. Trading points here. Chargers tie it back up 3-3.
That miss of the rebote by Hernandez, one of the rare misses on the day. For Hernandez, he's been spot on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in our third of 6 scheduled matches on the day.
Drop shot. Benny takes off. He gets up there before the second bounce. Blasts it outside where it scores. 4-3 advantage for the Chargers. El Barba and Benny serve.
Fine catch here by Hernandez. He goes inside.
Benny's expecting it.
Yeah, no. Benny took off. He's got it. He's going outside placement.
He just threw it as hard as he could. Kind of right at him.
Well, I apologize.
Didn't good, yeah.
Hey, man, sorry.
Backhand on the bounce. Benny elects to play the rebote. Comes out to the middle of the court. Hernandez. Splitter. Scoop by El Barba. What a play. Costado to pass again. That opens up. Hernandez knows where to be. Puts it above the pad. Benny reaching on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Rebote lined up and dropped into the pad. El Barba and Benny have 5 points. They have a possible set point.
I don't believe Cabrera was trying to throw a shot. I believe Cabrera was just was out of position, just trying to make the rebote as best he could, but it wound up coming in low.
Yeah, hooked it a little bit. I mean, how about this catch? I mean, coming in.
Look at El Barba there. Beautiful.
And then, I mean, as a 6, you can throw a costado to pass. That is a That's a tough throw. Really opens up off the back wall. Chargers 5-3 lead, looking for this opening set. Big backhand there by Cabrera. Good catch by Benny, ranging back for it. Burnow up at the 10 line, blast another backhand. Benny's got to step up, just does get to it. Hard backhand, this one out of reach. Rabote coming out. Rabote dropped into the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and set. El Barba and Benny win it 6-3. Minute and a half up on the board. We'll come back and play set 2.
Quite a difference in Hernandez between the beginning of the set and at the end of the set. Some mistakes there at the end of the set. The beginning of the set didn't miss.
Not at all.
Spot on with the catches, blasting it to the inside, got off to an early lead. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks in between sets and in advance of matches. There you see El Barba. If you're new to Battle Court, we'll let you guess which one of those two players is El Barba. And Benny for the Chargers.
Yeah, I saw the two talking a little bit of strategy before in the cage there to our right, El Barba and Benny. And where they talk about, they just got to keep that up moving into set number 2.
Communication's been spot on, and Barba knows which balls are for him and which balls are better handled by Benny.
You also got to keep in mind really just a lack of playing time for this 5th team of the Fireballs as of late. They 5-0 to begin this season, Stu, but we've only seen them one time since February 20th. And it's almost April 20th. I mean, 10 days away, but it almost one match in a month and a half, a little over a month and a half. So maybe a little bit of rust where that team is concerned. Started off strong, but El Barba and Benny able to close it out 6-3. And this Chargers team really plays their best when they work as a unit. I think El Barba plays up there in the front court. Benny controlling the pace from the back. Great compliment to one another. Ready to go with set number 2 here. The Fireballs, Hernandez and Cabrera, they have the serve. There's a serve. Our second set begins with an over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. What a catch by Cabrera. Picks it right off the sidewall and able to pass on the return. El Barba, Rabote comes out to the middle of the court. Cabrera, high and hard. Rabote missed. Hernandez and Cabrera, first up on the board here in our second set.
El Barba's been so disciplined on these Rabotes. He really had a whiff quality to it. It seemed like he was trying to throw it really hard, but started the motion before it landed in his cesta.
Great catch by Benny. Picks it right off the sidewall, able to pass on the return. Rabote forehand. Lob back up. Good catch overhead by Benny. Benny drops it inside. Aggressive play by Hernandez. Backhand comes out to the right side of Benny this time. High off the front wall. Drops between the Fireballs. Hernandez has it on the back end. Rabote out to the middle of the court. Benny high and hard. Able to pass Cabrera. Hernandez looking for it.
What a save.
What a tough save. Crashing into the sidewall.
Oh, my.
And it scores.
So Benny makes those catches day and night, night and day. In that case, have to believe he was thinking about the kill shot he was about to throw. Beautiful throw. Kind of an awkward Rabote at the sidewall. Those are always difficult. Hernandez handled it well. Look at Benny moving in, eyes on the ball. Oh, my.
Barba picks a serve, whips it to the inside, one-handed grab, almost. Ball just falling out of the cesta as he went to make the throw. That is a point for Barba and Benny. We're on the board in set 2. Rebote forehand by Benny, pushed outside. That lands outside of play. 3 points for the Fireballs.
Again, we'll see if Hernandez and Cabrera are able to get back on a roll here for the Fireballs. Currently leading 3-1. Reminder of the scoring. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Here's Barba, cuts one off up in the front. Big backhand, beautifully thrown. Hernandez out there scrambling, drops it inside. Good pickup by Benny. Cabrera puts this one close to the sidewall. Benny plucks it off the numbers. There's a backhand, hard to the inside. Benny looking to get out there for the rebote, makes a save. On the bounce, Cabrera, backhand a pass again. A little bit lower, Hernandez comes cross court, takes it in on the bounce, drops it in the corner. Benny with a diving save, Hernandez keeps the pressure on. It's a 2-wall splitter thrown to score.
Good concentration and control by Hernandez. Moved up on the ball, made the catch, scoped out his shot. Didn't go for a hard 2-wall, forcing it to the outside. Just split the opponents up. Did it well.
Good catch there by Cabrera, back at the 12 line, keeps it to the inside. Good catch by Benny. Rebote comes up the middle, backing up. Cabrera let it pass. The rebote sent a little bit too high into the overhead screen and out of play. That's 2 points for the Chargers.
See, Rebote's save he made in the last set, he sent low. He gets a little concerned about the overhead screen.
Serve came in low. Cabrera gets up there, backhand. That is on the wall. Benny back at the 13 line, pulls it in. Cabrera again, back now between the 12 and 13, drops it inside. Barba thought about it, lets it come back to Benny. Sidearm forehand, picked off again by Cabrera. The hard backhand, passing again. Rebote forehand is missed.
Same problem as before with Barba. Not so much as a whiff, but he did something a little extra there at the last second. I don't know if he's trying to flip it up into a 2-wall rebote, but he did something unusual with his wrist just before the ball came into the cesta. When you got an awkward bounce off the back wall, the play is difficult enough. Just get it up to the front wall and move on.
Hard backhand, passing, open it up. Will kick off the side wall. Hernandez stays with it, lays it up. Benny No up at the 5 line, the 3 wall. That's going to land in. Hernandez knows where to be. Benny also scooped it up, soft into the drop shot. Nice touch there by Benny. That will get 2 bounces and score.
Tremendous effort by Hernandez to try to come cross court and make that catch. Just missed.
Called underserve. Second serve coming up. Hernandez into the 2-wall. That scores for the set. Fireballs come back, win set 2, 6-3. Third set coming up. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Our first third set of the day. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our third of 6 scheduled matches on the evening. We see a split set situation there. Chargers won the first set, Fireballs won the second set. Minute 30 up on the board. Take our break here in the ESPN3 Players Cage.
And not really a poor showing by the Chargers in the second set, just really aggressive play, particularly by Hernandez up in the front. We haven't seen him this active all season.
Hernandez is obviously feeling very comfortable in the front court, feeling very comfortable in the catching and throwing, moved to the ball actually very well.
And look at this one, Albarba picks the serve. Go hard at the inside. What a catch there.
Never just didn't have control over it.
Yeah.
Lined it up perfectly, but just did not have control over it.
This was the split placement,
Yeah.
and you see, I mean, the splitters are so tough. You see Albarba, I mean, he's lining it up on the right, then switches left, and just not a lot of time to react. See, Benny goes for the 3-wall. I mean, knows where to put it.
Hernandez lining up appropriately. Boom.
And then Hernandez right to the
Beautiful
inside.
scoop by Benny.
Yeah, look at this scoop. Quickly into the drop shot. Contact with the side wall. The key right there. Killed some of the speed and got the second bounce. I mean, Hernandez at 5-3 picks the second serve, and look at that 2-wall. Albarba not close to it, setting up this third set, starting right about now. That serve begins our third set, and it's under. Second serve coming up. Rebote, Benny runs around it, makes a save. Cabrera from the outside, low and hard, well placed. Better catch by Benny. Lined it up right as it crossed the side wall. Cabrera keeps it inside. Benny, good catch. Hard backhand, wall-to-wall. Rebote comes out on the wall. Hernandez, another good save. Benny aggressively up at the 7 line on the forehand. Back to Cabrera. Let it pass. Got some on it, but not enough to reach the front wall. First point of our third and decisive set goes to Albarba and Benny. Great catch in the corner by Benny. Bote pushed to the outside. Cabrera runs under it. Backhand to the inside, picked off there by Cabrera. This one dropped in the corner. Forehand Rebote. Rebote missed. First point for the Fireballs that ties it up. Here's Benny from the 10 line, dropped inside, and in and out of the cesta it goes. 2 points for the Chargers. El Barba and Benny lead.
Seeing Cabrera with more misses today than really almost the entire season.
Good catch there by El Barba on the inside. Big backhand that clears the overhead screen. Rabote. Well, that stays inside. Benny reaching up high. Backhand from the 9 line. Puts it on the wall. Good catch there by Cabrera. Benny from the 12. Hard backhand into the corner. Rabote comes out. Hernandez pushed it outside, and that's going to land wide. 3-1 lead for the Chargers.
So Hernandez, they're looking to get it back, but it escaping wide. Chargers with a 3-1 lead here in the third and decisive set.
Cabrera standing in at the 11 line. Powerful backhand picked off by Benny. Hard to the inside. A little Magic City bounce. Cabrera stays with it. That's on the wall and scoring. Second point for the Fireballs.
So Cabrera goes down. He
Big catch overhead. Hernandez from the 9 line powers this outside of the reach of Benny. El Barba gets in there for the rebote on the wall. What a catch by Cabrera. That one was dropping. Back in by Benny, high and hard, passing. Hernandez on the move, backpedals into position, gets a rebote to pass. Benny lined up, keeps it to the inside. Here's Cabrera. Benny out there for the rebote. This sticks inside, dropping low. Cabrera runs under it, backhand from the 9 line, out to the middle of the court. Benny low and hard. Hernandez reaching in. Backhand just out of reach. El Barba comes back for it. Makes a rebote save to the inside. Picked off by Cabrera. Backhand again. Catching the corner. Here's Benny. Benny again now. Up at the 9 line. High and hard. Cabrera out of the way. Hernandez right side rebote. He stops another one. Backhand. Low runner this time. Cabrera steps up. What a catch. That cross deep in the backcourt. Benny lobs it up. Close to the sidewall. No problem. Cabrera pulls it in. That ball kicked way up. Benny. Hard backhand now. Dropping a little lower. Cabrera steps up. Backhand from the 10 line. Passing. Benny gets out there early. Turns it. Split placement. Caught in the air by El Barba. El Barba's backhand. Clears the overhead. Actually caught the overhead screen. Ball is out of play. Third point for the Fireballs. We're tied up.
Barba apparently confused on that call, but yes, touched the screen back here, say over the 10 or 11 line roughly. He threw it hard.
Definitely a a good call there. Back into the inside, pulled in here by Cabrera. Here's Benny now from the 11 line. Hand dropping low. Hernandez. Wall to wall from the left side. El Barba reaching in up at the 6. Turns it overhead. Not a lot on that. Rebote. Cabrera returns a 2-wall. Benny from the outside. Away in hard. Cabrera stepping up. He's got it on the bounce. Backhand in the corner. Benny on the rebote. Beautiful rebote by Benny. Hernandez drops it inside, big bounce. Benny stops it up at the 8 line. Hard throw back inside. Cabrera lines it up. Benny lays it up on the wall. Great catch by Hernandez. Backhand passing again. Benny comes back for it. Another rebote hard to the inside. What a scoop by Cabrera. Right in the corner again. Benny, another right side rebote. Hernandez into the Costado. High Costado, that passes. Benny out there again. Right in front of El Barba. What a scoop by Cabrera as that crossed the sidewall. Benny again, another rebote. Hernandez comes cross court, gets the backhand off. Benny stays up there. Rebote comes right back to him. Hard rebote of his own to pass. Hernandez lays it up. Benny in front of the opposing front quarter. Goes for the 3-wall. Cabrera cut it off. Cabrera puts it inside. Benny lines it up. What a point. Here's Cabrera again. Backhand. Well out of reach. Dropping in the corner. Benny's got to come back for it. From the 10 line, Cabrera blasts the backhand. Rebote by Benny on the right side. Cabrera runs around it. Benny from the 12. Lower and harder. Here's Cabrera. Slows it down with the backhand. Benny steps up. Backhand from the 8. This one well out of reach. Rebote out to the 4 line. Hernandez saves it overhead. Just clears Cabrera. Benny's return comes back to the outside. Cabrera. Hard forehand throw. Bounces in front of Benny. Picks it up. Low and hard. Cabrera, another great pickup on the bounce. The backhand caught the overhead screen. What a point.
Best point of the day. Absolutely the best point of the day. Tremendous play by all 4 players. Great play in the front court, great play in the back court. Hernandez and Cabrera doing a great job. Cabrera there just at the end catching the overhead screen. Beautifully played point by all 4 players. Super important point here.
Rebote left side. El Barba puts it up the middle. Hernandez cuts it off. Into the Costado. Scoop by El Barba. What a play. Hard to the outside again. Hernandez reaches up. Quick release. Catching 3 walls. Benny makes a tough save. On the bounce. Here's Cabrera from the outside. Benny let it pass. Looking for it. Tough save as that crossed the sidewall. Aggressive play. Hernandez. The splitter picked up by Benny. Benny's carom will score.
Another fantastic point. This one not quite as long as the other one, but equally great. Benny, 2 great catches and a fantastic kill shot from the forehand. Very well done.
Possible set and a possible match point for the Chargers. I mean, Benny late to react. Thought El Barba was going to get in there, picks it up, and then the carom, again, safely over the head of Hernandez, landing in. What a throw. What a scoop there by Benny from the backcourt. Hard to the inside. That's picked off there by Cabrera. Hard to the inside again, dropping low. Here's Cabrera from the backhand. This one dropped in the corner. Rebote forehand, played by Benny. Forehand Bote comes back to the middle of the court. Hernandez into the costado. That one's going to score. Still going here. 4 points for Hernandez and Cabrera in our third set.
So still possible match point here for the purple and white shirts, the Chargers, El Barba and Benny. Will Hernandez and Cabrera with the fireballs get it to 5-5?
Benny handles the serve, backhand, low runner above the pad. Good body control, Hernandez.
Oh, caught the pad.
The 2-wall is low. Point set and a hard-fought match going the way of the Chargers. They take it in 3 sets, winning the final one 6-4. Well, I went the distance to needed all 3 sets, but the Chargers, El Barba and Benny back in the win column, riding a 4-match losing streak coming into this one. They add another 1.5 points for the Chargers on this game day. 4-0, they lead it over the Fireballs. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day scoreboard here. 4 points already for the Chargers. Still have a chance for a perfect game day. And coming up next, one of their better doubles teams coming out. The best team in all Battle Court, Iturbide and Bradley. Before we introduce the 4th ranked doubles match up next, we're going to hear from 5th team of the Chargers, El Barba and Benny.
All right, Barba, Benny, congratulations on winning that match. It has been an up and down season with some long winning and losing streaks for you guys. What was the difference today to get back on track?
Yeah, I think today, I think we played a lot better together as a team. We just made less mistakes than we were before, and we had like 2 or 3 matches that we let slip away, and this time we were able to finish it.
Yeah, we've been on a little bit of a slide as a team and personally, individually. So it was real. I felt really good today. For some reason, coming against this undefeated team, and it just worked out. We played well, and we got the win.
Guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens at tonight's game day.
Go Chargers.
And up next,
Good job, guys.
4th division doubles between Jetton and Ferronda and Iturbide and Bradley. Jetton and Ferronda winless this season, 0-5. The opposite for Iturbide and Bradley coming into this one with a record of 8-0. 2 wins away from a perfect doubles season. See what happens here in this one. This is our 3rd match of the day, 4th scheduled of 6.
Jedden serves, we begin. Bradley advances on the ball, makes a catch on the forehand. Outside placement, perfectly thrown by Bradley to score. Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers are on the board first.
I mean, it's been a lot of Iturbide killing the point up there in the front court. Bradley predominantly right-sided with the kill shots, shoots the outside placement. A lot of power, gets it by Ferronda.
Backhand by Ferronda. Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Ferronda reaching up high, backhand from the 13 line. Here's a backhand by Ferronda. Rabote, left side. Catch by Jedden. Jedden on the forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Rabote forehand. Catch by Iturbide. He winds up. Masado 2-all will open and score. Beautifully executed by Iturbide. They lead 2-0.
Bit of a wonky windup on that 2-all. Maybe Jen thought he was going for more of a split placement there. I'd opened up wide, beat him to the net side. Drop shots, 2 walls, outside placements, all from the costado of Iturbide, scoring in this 4th division.
What a catch by Jedden. Fine catch and return by Bragley. Here's the backhand. Fronda's there. Backhand. Big backhand by Bragley. 3rd point for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves.
A little bit of a miscommunication. Both fireballs going towards the ball, neither of them making a play on that rebote. Just got to communicate. That ball's coming out. Jedden's got, I mean, one of the strengths of his game is that rebote. Got to let him play up in the front.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Caught by Jedden. Backhand by Jedden right up the middle. Excellent catch by Bragley at the back wall. Jedden from the 8 line. Backhand to the inside, and Iturbide is there. Ferranda overhead. Backhand from the 12 line. Bragley now from the 11. Ball tipped. 4 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide has the serve.
And that's good placement coming deep in the backcourt, crossing the side wall. You're not overcomplicated today. Only 1 kill shot. Still a 4-0 lead for the Chargers.
Backhand by Ferranda. Here's the catch. And the return by Bragley. Jedden's there. Ferranda moves in. Costado 2-all is out. 5 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Possible set point.
Ferranda just trying to make something happen from the backcourt. That's a long 2-all, and Iturbide hasn't given up many defensively this season. I mean, his catching is spot on, positioning perfect. That's why it's a dangerous team to play against.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Rebote by Iturbide. Jedden makes the catch up there at the 6th line. Low and hard to the inside. Bragley's there. Rebote left side. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. Catch in the air by Ferranda. Ferranda with a low throw that's caught by Iturbide beautifully on the left side. Rebote forehand by Ferranda. Floater. Stopped by Bragley. Here's Ferranda. There's the backhand. Ferranda from the 10 line, over the top. Picada, big bounce. Brought down again by Bragley. Ferranda now on the backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand, laid up. Jedden, difficult catch up at the 7 line. Iturbide, Costado 2-all, opens perfectly to score. Point and set for Iturbide and Bragley, taking it in straight points, 6-0. 1 minute 30 on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
$6-0 in that opening set, Stu. I just watched the NCAA tournament the last couple weeks, and we saw University of Connecticut on their run, and Iturbide and Bragley as dominant as that Huskies team that took home their 2nd national title yesterday. I mean, just from the start, Stu. I mean, this team had never really trailing. I mean, got started with an outside placement by Bragley, which, I mean, if he's shooting outside placements off the serve, I think you know you're in for a long game.
You are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. There we see Iturbide and Bragley. They've done so well this season so far. They would certainly like to finish it out in straight sets. Yeah, see if they're able to.
We talk a lot about Iturbide, and obviously, I mean, the shot maker and really the point scorer for that team, but Bradley's given him great support in the back. I mean, physically imposing, taller guy, hard to get the ball past him, and I mean, he's a streaky catcher, but Bradley's on, and it doesn't matter which side of his body. I mean, he's going to make every catch and make life a little bit easier for his front quarter. Iturbide looking so comfortable up there once again, halfway home to 9-0. If Iturbide and Brownlee can win one of these next 2 sets.
Ready to begin our next set. Jedden has the serve. Bragley will tip it off the forehand. First up on the board are Jedden and Ferranda of the Fireballs. Jedden has the serve.
Good serve. Also hard for Brownlee to line that up as it's crossing the sidewall to his forehand. A lot of timing involved in that catch, and another one right there.
Second serve coming in and scoring. Jedden and Ferranda. Jedden has the serve.
Yeah, Brownlee's got supreme confidence to that right side, so you're going to see him trying to make that play, but maybe an easier left-sided catch. Got it again. He's got this one.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Passes wall to wall. Robote by Jedden. Scooped up by Iturbide.
The drop shot.
Drop
Oh,
shot by
boy.
Iturbide is perfectly executed to score. It's a point for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
You just can't give the ball to Iturbide that far to the outside on his costado. I mean, he can throw the drop shot. He's thrown it maybe the best of anybody on the roster. You can have a 2-wall that opens up pretty wide. Just way too much space. You're giving him the ball there.
Here's a backhand by Ferranda. Robote for Iturbide. Keeps it to the inside. Ferranda overhead. Right side. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Scooped up by Iturbide. Hard to the inside he goes. Scooped up by Ferranda. Ferranda. To the inside. Iturbide cuts it off at the 8 line. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Forehand Robote up and away. That's out of play. 2-2. We are all tied up. Iturbide serves.
Looks like defensively the Fireballs are trying to take away the 2-all from Iturbide, but that just opens up a little more space for the splitter or the drop shot, which we saw earlier. See if Iturbide now goes to the splitter. There's a lot of space from the front corner to the back corner.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Jedden reaches up midcourt. Low hard throw. Bragley's there. Backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown. Robote forehand. This one caught by Bragley. It's a third point for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide has the serve. Yeah, ball just kind of dying off the back wall. Ferranda was moving with the ball, setting up to throw Robote, and then it just dropped in front of him. Beautiful catch off a hard serve by Iturbide. Here's Bragley on the forehand. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Iturbide, drop shot. Read by Ferranda. Ferranda sends this one to the inside, and Bragley is there. Here's the backhand by Bragley, caught by Ferranda. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Beautiful throw by Jedden. Will score off the tip of Iturbide Cesta. We're tied up 3-3. Jedden has the serve for the Fireballs.
Iturbide very apologetic. I mean, that's one of the first misses we've seen from him in the last couple of game days. Crossing the sidewall, on the wall, doesn't matter. He's been spot on with his catching.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Iturbide tips the serve. 4-3 in favor of the Fireballs. Jedin and Ferranda. Jedin has the serve.
Over aggressive there, trying to make up for that last point and tipped another one. Leading here now for the Fireballs. Looking to push this to a third set.
Forehand to the inside. Light touch. Stopped by Jedin. There's the backhand. Here's the catch by Bragley. Bragley powerfully from the forehand. Caught by Ferranda. Ferranda over the top. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Robote forehand. Caught by Ferranda again. Ferranda hard to the inside. Iturbide. Robote. Jedin cuts it off in the air. Backhand. Switched it up to a light throw. 2-all way out. 5 points. Possible set point for Jedin and Ferranda, the Fireballs.
A couple misses and then a little bit wild on that 2-wall. A rough stretch here for the Chargers, but we've seen them put up 6 straight points. I mean, did it in the first set. Fireballs have to stay locked in here.
Iturbide picks the serve. The split placement
What
is
a
rifled,
scoop.
and that is a beautiful catch by Jedin. Robote's save is in. Here's Jedin. Jedin back to the inside. Here's Bragley. Bragley powerfully from the forehand. Robote left side. Caught by Iturbide. Splitter. Scooped up by Ferranda. Carom by Ferranda. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide rifles it to the inside where it's scooped by Ferranda. Robote left side by Iturbide. Too high. That's the overhead screen. Point and set to Jedin and Ferranda. We're going on to a third and final set in just a minute, 30 seconds.
My, oh my, Stu. Third set.
Look, Ferranda's been a part of a couple really aggressive points today. Earlier in the first match and just now. And some inspired catching. Very good to see.
Yeah, he's been playing hard. I mean, the last couple game days, and again, just nothing to really show for it. Playing with Amiga Reina on the second team or with Jedin here in the fourth team. Today, putting up a little bit more of a fight. They got this match to a third set. I mean, after the first set, 6-0. The way that Iturbide and Bradley are playing, I think a lot of folks felt that this was going to be a straight setter, but not today. But Ferranda's activity, as you mentioned, Stu, right from the start today. He's just been on. And aggressive, landing a couple more shots, and he and Jedin certainly figured out a couple of those communication issues from set one.
And Hernandez well wrapped up there. Got the warming blanket around his neck and his arm. There we are on the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets. Jedin and Ferranda making a fantastic comeback there in that second set, forcing a third and final set that's going to begin in just about 20 seconds.
Really sloppy end of that second set for the Chargers. Expecting to come out strong here. Set number 3, ready to go, Stu.
Iturbide serves. Third set is underway. Robote for the forehand of Iturbide. Fired low and hard. Here is Ferranda. Ferranda goes deep. Ball tipped. First point of the third and decisive set goes to the Fireballs. Jedin and Ferranda. Jedin serves.
Perfect placement right on the wall there at the 12 line. I mean, nothing more to it.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Fine catch by Ferranda. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand. Catch. Almost. That ball's tipped in the backcourt. We're tied up 1-1. Reminder of the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
You just can't miss balls like that if you want to pull off this, the upset of this magnitude. And that was right to Ferranda's forehand. And not his preferred side, but he's been catching those consistently.
Beautiful serve by Iturbide. Nice catch in return by Ferranda. Ferranda from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Wall to wall. Iturbide's there. Ball kicks to the inside. What a catch by Ferranda. Here's Bragley from the 12 line. Big right side by Ferranda. Rote saved by Ferranda. Iturbide backs to the 9 line to make the play. Inside he goes. Scoop by Ferranda. Robote coming out. There's a backhand, 2-all.
Oh, look at Bradley.
What a catch
He's
by
there.
Bradley. There's a catch by Ferranda. Ferranda back to the inside. Tremendous play there by Iturbide, coming cross court to catch the ball in the air.
Yeah, great range.
Robote forehand. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Splitter.
Yeah, look at
thrown
him.
perfectly to score. Iturbide and Bragley with the point. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
That's what I was talking about, going back to into that second set. I mean, Jedden is breaking hard to defend the 2-wall, and Ferranda's a little bit stuck inside.
With Iturbide, you have to do that.
Right.
Because he'll snap a really sharp 2-wall anytime.
Right.
Look at Bragley here. Stop this backhand 2-wall. Iturbide reaches out. Clean miss.
Yeah, I mean, you see that. Good camera work there, and look at the backup by Bradley. Former track star for the University of Miami, showing off some of that foot speed right there. 2-1 lead for the Chargers. But if you're Jedden, I mean, I would rather, after a pretty substantial miss to end the second set, I'd rather have Iturbide beat me to the net than to give him that much space on the split placement.
I agree with that, absolutely.
Rote left side. Ferranda midcourt. Big catch on the right side of Bragley. Robote coming out. Ferranda digs out that Robote. It's a 2-all with a soft touch. Iturbide has it at the 4 line, rifles it inside, and Ferranda makes a spectacular play. Outside placement, lands outside of play. 2-2, Jedden serves.
Look at that one-handed save. Just gorgeous there by Ferranda. Keeps it going. That sequence, and then back on the inside. Good scoop off the side wall. Oh, the forehand.
The ball gets away from Bragley and hits the overhead screen. 3 points for Jedden and Ferranda in the third and final set. Jedden serves.
After set 1, I don't think we'd be in this spot, Stu. 3-2 lead for the Fireballs. Quite the comeback.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Bragley makes the catch. Big right side. This one caught by Ferranda. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Bragley. Ferranda's there. Backhand by Iturbide. Ferranda on the backhand. Beautiful catch by Ferranda. Ferranda will take this one on the forehand from the 10 line to the inside. Bragley from the back wall. Robote. Robote left side to the inside. There's a catch by Iturbide. Splitter.
Oh, man, it
Caught
hit him.
in the leg. That is a loss of point. 4 points for Jedden and Ferranda.
That's just an unfortunate break. Caught himself. I mean, that 2-wall was going to split him up to score, and all he had to do was avoid himself. Couldn't react in time, clipped his leg. Opens up a 2-point lead for the Fireballs. Wow.
Here's the backhand by Ferranda, right to the corner. Low Robote, saved by Iturbide. There's Fronton midcourt. Powerful throw. Caught by Bragley. Bragley from the right side. High and hard to the front wall. Out to the Robote. Robote left side by Ferranda. Iturbide cuts it off. Splitter scores again. 3 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves. Reminder, the scoring in battle court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And it's just wide open again. I mean, there's so much space on a diagonal from the front left corner to the back right corner of this court. And Iturbide maybe starting to recognize it. See if he goes back to it here to tie it up.
Beautiful catch by Ferranda. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand by Ferranda. Robote coming out.
Maybe overthrew it.
Powerful, powerful Robote. Beautiful throw by Iturbide. It's an even better save by Ferranda.
Oh, man.
And Ferranda's ball scores 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Jedden and Ferranda.
Iturbide just blasted that Robote back to Ferranda. Pretty good save. A little bit too aggressive by Iturbide that time. That ball was pretty much on the floor, dropping low, and didn't get there comfortably to make that catch to cut it off.
Bragley on the catch. Robote left side by Jedden. Scoop by Iturbide. 2-all by Iturbide. Stopped by Jedden, but not held on to by Jedden. That is 4 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Still possible. Match point for the blue shirts, Jedden and Ferranda.
With the match on the line, Iturbide mixes in the carom. I mean, we haven't seen him go for many kill shots with the 2-all from the right side. Really well thrown, though. Jedden got it on the tip, just couldn't control it.
What a beautiful serve by Iturbide. It is 5-5, match point.
Right out of the cesta, that serve was a bullet, kicking up high, crossing the sidewall. If it hits above the numbers that deep in the backcourt, you're going to see an ace a pretty good chunk of the time. Coming down to this, one good serve ends it for Iturbide. See if he can find that same spot again.
Excellent catch by Ferranda off a good serve by Iturbide. Robote comes to the 6th line, turned on the forehand of Iturbide.
Oh, that's on the wall.
Difficult Robote save, outside placement, stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide rifling, crossing the wall, stopped in a beautiful catch by Ferranda. Bragley on the forehand play. Bragley sends it deep. Ferranda alone for the Robote. He makes the save, lays it up. Caught by Iturbide. Iturbide rifling low and hard, and it scores for the win. Point set in a hard-fought match, going for Iturbide and Bragley in the 3rd and final set, 6-5.
What a match, Stu. 3rd set, decisive 11th point. What a comeback by the Chargers. Iturbide and Bragley staring a 5-3 deficit in the face. They come back, win that match, 6-5. 3rd and decisive set. Up next, flipping over to singles, our one and only singles match. Remember, Zulaika got the win. Inaki forfeited that first match of the day. Hernandez takes on Ubia. Up 2 minutes. Chargers looking for a big day. 53 points. They are now tied with the Warriors. This singles win right here, if Ubia can get it, that would tie them up with the Renegades. If they win the final 2 matches, the Chargers would be up at the top in 1st place. However, have to keep in mind the game days. The Chargers will be 1 day ahead of both the Renegades and Warriors after today. See the Devils comfortably in that 4th and final playoff spot. We're going to hear from the winning team, Iturbide and Bragley. Maybe their hardest fought match yet this season. Took us to a 3rd set, the final point, but they remain perfect. Again, it's 8-0 for this team. And coming into it, and expectations kind of all over the place, but Iturbide's been arguably the MVP of this season. Let's hear from the 4th-ranked team of the Chargers. There they are, Iturbide and Bradley.
All right, Iturbide, Bradley, congratulations on winning that match. What a season you guys are. Now 9-0. When you guys were first paired up together back on draft night, how confident were you guys that you would be able to achieve this level of success?
Bueno, a mí personalmente me gusta ser positivo y siempre creo que voy a ganar.
I always like to be positive, so I always think I'm going to win.
Ya, y encima hacemos buena pareja, así que...
And we just make a really good team together.
Así, a tope.
I had no idea how things were going to go, but I'm always competitive and I'm coming out to win. So one way or another, I'm going to try to make it happen.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning the match and staying undefeated. Let's see what else happens.
Up next, we have 4th-ranked singles matchup here. Hernandez takes on Ubia. Both players winless so far this singles season. Ubia in 3 chances, 0-3. Hernandez 0-2. One of them's going to get win number 1. See if the Chargers can keep their perfect day going. There's the serve. We begin with an overserve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Here's Ubia on the backhand. Picked off on the inside by Hernandez. Hernandez on the costado. It's a 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well thrown to get the singles match started. Hernandez with 1 point.
Hernandez opening up aggressively. Again, this experience that he's had in the front court opened him up to making a number of shots. That was very well done.
Ubia from the left side, powerful backhand, into the corner. Here's a Robote forehand. Ubia on the bounce, picks it up at the 7 line. Hard throw, trying to get it to pass. Hernandez, one-handed grab. Powerful backhand, picked off by Ubia. Middle of the court, he opens up for the carom. He blasts it in to score. 1-1, we're tied up.
Carom very well executed by Ubia.
Big backhand again. Ubia takes off. Out there, up at the 7 line, turns to Robote. Hernandez, hard to the inside, well placed. That ball died off the back wall. That's 2 points for Hernandez.
So there we have an example of Hernandez, now that they know he can throw that 2-all, mixing it up between the 2-all and inside. Very well done.
Powerful backhand. Here's a Robote left side. Hernandez, little clip off the sidewall. Will be on the bounce. Handles in the middle of the court. Forehand blasted inside. Scooped up by Hernandez. And dropped in the corner. Robote left side again. Hernandez this time takes it on the costado into the 2-wall. That is out. Some discussion about a potential challenge. Just some discussion here, figuring out if they want to challenge, and the challenge has been requested. And again, this is a case where the ball was ruled out, so if upon replay review, the ball is deemed in, it will be a replay of the point. So we will not award a point in this case. So I think that may be why the fireballs we're discussing. Is it worth the challenge here? But trying to get a point up on the board. I got to, my opinion, before we see anything, Stuart,
I believe it was out.
I thought it was in.
Oh,
But
you thought it was in?
I thought it was in. But
Did
we're
you?
going to see. We're going to see here. I like to get it out there first. That way, because sometimes I say it as the replay's coming up, and
All I saw,
but we will see if we have a replay.
We may not see it on here, but it is playing.
That's. I mean, I'll tell you what.
Touches any part of the line, any part of the line. It's
Ball
out.
touching a
Good
part of the
call.
line. Call will stay. It's out of play. 3-1 lead. Sorry, 2-2. We're tied up here.
2-2.
That was a serve by Ubia. Continuing on here, 2-2. 2-wall, shot to the outside. Hernandez stops it. Hernandez high. 3-wall really opens up. Ubia almost got out there. Well thrown by Hernandez. That is 3 points. He serves. Forehand, Rabote dug out, picked up by Hernandez. Bullet right in the corner, not a lot on it. Ubia fall down save on the Rabote. Hernandez though, into the 2-wall, that's too wide.
Too much. He wanted the shot, but he saw Ubia running out there. Sent it wide. 3-3.
On the inside, here's Hernandez, the backhand. Forehand Rabote, wall to wall. Hernandez, beautiful save on that. Rabote gets it to pass. Ubia on a knee, comes out to the middle of the court on the bounce. Hernandez into the 2-wall,
caught the
just
pad.
a little too low. Catching the top part of the pad. Any part is bad. Hernandez from the 11 line, big backhand. Ubia on the move early, gets out at the 8 line. The Rabote is a little too high. Up in the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Hernandez serves. Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Rabote left side, keeps it to the inside on the bounce. Here's Ubia up at the 7. Low and hard inside, scooped up by Hernandez. There's the backhand. Robote comes shooting off the back wall. Ubia left side Robote. Contact. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed.
Ooh. Ooh. Sometimes we have friendly discussion. Sometimes we have intense discussion. That was intense discussion.
And if there's contact and you stop,
That
that pretty much you're guaranteed to get interference.
At this point, you just serve the ball
Yeah.
and move on.
Robote is on the
Nice
wall,
Robote
laid up
save.
there by Hernandez. Ubia settles at the 9 line. Powerful forehand right at the feet. Hernandez backing up. He scooped it up. Robote comes out again. Ubia into the 2 wall. Hernandez takes off. Got to it, just couldn't make the catch. 5 points for Ubia. He's got a possible set point.
I'll tell you, every time I see Hernandez stutter step on that leg, you just think about that titanium in that hip. Curious to see if Ubia will be able to finish this out here.
Robote, drop just above the pad, sticks inside. Good catch there by Hernandez. Backhand, right in the corner. Ubia's got to come back for the Robote. Powers it overhead. Oh, not past Hernandez. He got a one-handed grab in there. Fall down 2 wall, not opening up enough.
Oh, my goodness.
Not enough to score. Ball missed by Hernandez. Point and set. Ubia wins it 6-4. Minute and a half will come back and play. Set 2.
That same thing happened to Hernandez earlier. Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players take the breaks here in between sets and prepare for matches. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our second to last match of the day. Have one singles match forfeited earlier in the evening. Here we are in the foreground with Ubia consulting with Zulaika. Zulaika will be coming up next in a doubles match. There you see in the back corner Hernandez having difficulty with his arm earlier in the day. He's just talking about pain running through the elbow. Still played very well with Cabrera against Elbarba and Benny earlier. Doing well so far. See if he's able to come out on top. Break time has expired. We'll come out and play our second set. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Hernandez will have the serve for the Fireballs.
We begin our second set with an overserve. Second serve coming up now for Hernandez. Robote, forehand. Played back to the inside, Ubia. Let that one pass. Digs it out on the back end. Hernandez up in the front court. Little clip. Ubia stops it on the outside. Ubia, powerful forehand, gets by to score. First point, set 2, goes to Ubia.
Excellent positioning by Ubia right there to make the catch. Ripped it inside. Trying to pass Hernandez on the inside. He did so successfully. Very well done.
Rebote left side. Ubia high off the front wall. Hernandez aggressively into the 2-wall. That one's going to score. Opening up wide. We are tied up 1-1.
Hernandez was eager to get that shot off. Had one in the first set. Scored equally well. Very well done.
Ubia picks it off the floor. Big backhand. Rebote forehand for Hernandez. Clears the overhead screen. Takes Ubia to the outside. Fall down Rebote. Clip the side wall. Hernandez on the bounce. Opens up the 3-wall play. It's going to land in. Rattle around in the cage. That scores. Hernandez jumps out ahead. 2-1.
That is what we call perfect placement. That ball lands in such a way that it is not returnable. Hernandez takes it, throws it high for the 3-wall play, front wall, side wall to the back wall. And look at that. Lands in and then goes right into the player's cage. See maybe one of those a week? Maybe?
I'd say.
We don't
On
see it-
average,
we
yeah.
don't- we don't see it frequently, but.
Powerful backhand coming out of the corner. Rebote sent up high in the overhead screen. Quick point for Ubia. We are tied up 2-2.
Yeah, unforced errors for Hernandez really being a problem.
Rebote turns just above the pad. Here's Hernandez from the left side. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes out. Rebote just launched wall to wall. Hernandez lays it up. Ubia set up on the inside, takes it on the bounce, low hard on the return. Hernandez overran it.
Still had it in the cesta, though. I mean,
Was it holding?
He
Yeah,
caught it. Well, that
yeah.
would have been holding and illegal change of motion. But he caught it. It was still in his cesta, but his footwork just wasn't there. But it was stayed in the cesta the entire
it did.
time.
Forehand Rebote on a knee. Ubia puts it to the inside. Hernandez 2-wall. That opens up. And it scores. 3-3. Hernandez serves.
Going point by point, reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First one of these players to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. First set won by Ubia, 6-4. Hernandez has the serve.
Ball dying out of the service box. That is an ace. Hernandez picks up his 4th point.
Be curious to see if Hernandez is able to put 2 more points on the board and force a 3rd and final set, or if Ubia will finish it off in straight sets.
Powerful backhand there by Ubia. Rebote forehand. Push to the outside. That lands in. Ubia has the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Hernandez stays out there, stops it on the bounce. Goes for the 3-wall play. Ubia's got a chance. Ooh, just couldn't turn it. 5 points for Hernandez. He's got a possible set point. Tough serve, crossing deep in the backcourt. Ubia from the left side. Rebote laid up. Ubia aggressively takes off the sidewall. The backhand 2-wall is too low. We are going to a third and decisive set in just 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Ubia's desire to kill that just sent it right to the pad. So we will go to a third and final set here. Third and decisive set. Here in Battle Court. Live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton for Tuesday, April 9th, 2024.
I mean, you never know what this 1 point can mean for the Chargers. You got Warriors, Chargers, Renegades all vying for that top spot. And right now, just 1 point separating the 3 teams in our standings. You got this match coming up here, 1 point available in singles. Our final match of the day, Inaki and Cabrera take on Zuleika and Bradley, 1.5 points up for grabs in that one. 5-0 in favor of the Chargers in this game day so far. But a crucial third set coming up here. Both players looking for their first singles win. Ubia coming into this one 0-3. And Hernandez 0-2. We see Zuleika talking with Ubia. Haven't seen Zuleika yet today. Again, that one match, second scheduled match today, Inaki against Zuleika was forfeited by Inaki. Zuleika picked up the win there. So you'll be seeing him up next for the first time. Match number 6 up next. Third set to decide this one. There's the whistle. Get him out there. Third and decisive set. Ubia will serve to Hernandez. There's the backhand by Hernandez. Rebote coming out. Rebote play to the inside. Great catch lined up as across the sidewall. Rebote left side again, little clip. Hernandez in the middle of the court, inside placement, got him. Hernandez picks up the first point of our third and decisive set.
Don't know. Here's a replay here. Beautiful catch by Hernandez. Catch. There's the backhand.
Well placed serve, good catch by Ubia. Low running backhand, just out of reach. Hernandez plays the rebote to the inside. Big bounce, scooped up by Ubia. Here's Hernandez up at the 9, hard backhand towards the inside. Rebote comes out. Rebote just above the pad. Hernandez into the costado, 2-wall, stopped by Ubia. Ubia from the outside. The forehand will score.
That was a great read by Ubia. You see, Hernandez, you want to mix it up. You want to keep mixing it up. Hernandez was winding up, taking his time winding up too, and Ubia ran right to the spot where he thought he was throwing it to. He read it perfectly. Excellent court positioning by Ubia, great stop. See Hernandez. Ubia takes off. Look where he is, right there.
Powerful serve, handled on the left side of Hernandez. There's the backhand. Out of reach. Ubi out there for the rebote. Puts it above the pad. Hernandez on the costado. To the inside. Ubi is there. Backhand. High and hard. Clearing the overhead screen. Hernandez waiting on the inside. Drops it in with a big bounce. Good control by Ubia. Forehand rebote pushed outside. Here's Ubia now. Forehand, he opens up the sidearm carom. Stopped by Hernandez. Hernandez low and hard. Ubia looking for the rebote. 2 bounces was ruled.
Yeah, that was dangerous. That was real dangerous. Lots of guys, when they take a blind stab at it like that, they have an idea of where it's going, but that, he just threw it hard in the general direction of the front wall, and if you're standing anywhere up there, just duck.
Rebote to the inside with a big bounce. Picked up by Ubia. Backhand by Ubia. Kind of a Magic City bounce. Hernandez lays it up, coming out to the middle of the court. Ubia charges. High 3-wall, landing in, but Hernandez tracks it down, returns a 2-wall. Ubia gets out to it. Ubia's carom opens up and scores.
That's Ubia's best throw of the day. Changing things up there, throwing a carom as Hernandez was cutting back to the inside. That was very well done.
We are tied up 2-2. Great catch there by Ubia. Picked up here by Hernandez. Let's lock in. Rebote left side, comes up to the middle of the court on the bounce. Hernandez controls it. Inside placement, gets by Ubia, and it will score. Hernandez retakes the lead, 3-2.
Hernandez placed the ball well. I think assumed that Ubia was going to go to the outside. You'll see he pushes right back to the inside. Close to the side wall. Just out of reach.
Rebote forehand, picked off the sidewall. Ubia, low runner, dropping, caught in the air by Hernandez. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand, picked up on the bounce. Hernandez into the 2-wall.
Out.
That's too wide. Trading points here. It's 3-3. Ubia serves.
Again, Hernandez has been under some pressure. The 2-wall working for him earlier, but also seeming much more natural. The 2 or 3 that have gone off the court have seemed forced.
Hard backhand, Ubia up at the 7 line, turns it into a 2-wall. That scores. Ubia leading 4-3.
Reminder of the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Ubia stepping out in front here with 4 points. To Hernandez's 3.
Under serve, came up short of the 4 line. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Hernandez from the left side, powerful backhand. Ubia up at the 6 line, turns it overhead to pass. Hernandez comes back for it. Will clip off the sidewall. Ubia with the high scoop. That is tipped. 4-4 is the score. Hernandez serves. Robote forehand. Hernandez back to the left side of Ubia. Hernandez now up at the 9 line. Big backhand into the corner. Not coming out far enough, but Ubia got enough to make the save. Hernandez up at the 5 line. Keeps it inside where it scores. 5 points. Hernandez with a possible set and a possible match point.
Very curious to see whether or not Hernandez is able to finish this off here.
Ubia takes it off the sidewall, hard backhand. Robote lined up. Ubia picks it up high on the left side, backhand. What a low bullet comes shooting out of the corner. Great Robote. That will score for the win. Point, set, and match. Hernandez gets it done in 3 sets, taking the final set 6-4. Well, I didn't know if that Robote was going to make it. It hit, got the second bounce, and Hernandez. It's his Fireballs team on the board. 1 point on the game day. 1 match left. 3rd division doubles. Inaki and Cabrera take on Zuleika and Bradley. Just under 2 minutes.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day scoreboard. 5.5 points for the Chargers and 1 there for the Fireballs. Look at the top 3 teams separated by just 1 point. Top 4 make the playoffs here in our Spring 24 Battle Court season. We're going to hear from our winner, Hernandez. First singles win in his career here in Battle Court.
All right, Hernandez, congratulations on your first singles win. It has been
Second. I already won 1 last week.
second win of the, sorry about that. It has been a little bit of an adjustment transition into this new court. What do you think has changed the most in your game from the beginning until now?
It's constancy. I think it's my game is to throw to rebote, go front, and do remates, costado, inside, outside, and play like that. It's constancy, and I win. I have the last point a little bit of lucky, but it's part of the game.
Well, Hernandez, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens on today's game day.
Thank you so much.
Up next, 3rd division doubles here will close out the day. Inaki and Cabrera take on Zuleika and Bradley.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next match. Inaki has a serve for the Fireballs. Here's the serve. We begin. Balls missed. First point, Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves. Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. Here's a catch by Cabrera. There's the forehand. Backhand by Bragley. Here's the catch by Cabrera. Zulaika at the side wall. Here's the backhand. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Zulaika on the forehand. Forehand played 2 pass. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Inaki. Zulaika's there. Robote forehand by Inaki. Bragley now from the 11 line. Backhand. Hard throw right up the middle, caught by Inaki. There's the backhand by Cabrera. There's the backhand. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Robote forehand to the inside. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Big bounce. Stopped by Bragley. Bragley from the right side. Ball tipped.
Oh, right on the wall.
First point now for the Chargers. Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika has the serve. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's a catch by Cabrera on the forehand. Bragley from the 11 line. Inaki calls for the Robote, lays it up from the right side. Backhand by Zulaika. Robote coming out. Inaki on the forehand, Robote. Here's Bragley. Backhand. Bragley from the 11 line. Robote forehand by Inaki. Caught up in the front court. Zulaika goes deep. Robote coming to the outside. Inaki right to the inside, and Bragley's there. Scoop, tip. 2 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Zulaika serves.
Just kind of waiting for Zulaika and Bradley to figure it out the way that Iturbide and Bradley have. And so far, so good today. Communication has been a big issue between this team, within this team. Zulaika trying to figure out how to play with Bradley. I mean, he's great defensive player in the backcourt, longer and rangier than most, so he doesn't have to be as aggressive. Just trying to figure that over the last couple game days, but a good start here with a 2-1 lead.
Here's the backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Ball ruled tipped in the backcourt. That's 2 points for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Big right side by Bragley. Robote left side. Here's a catch by Zulaika, backhand. Backhand by Cabrera. Here's the catch. Forehand return by Bragley. Zulaika, Costalo 2-all. Stopped by Naki. Naki back to the inside. Here's the catch by Bragley. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside, and Bragley's there. Bragley on the forehand now from the 10 line. Zulaika, backhand from the 10. Great catch there by Cabrera. There's the backhand. Here's the catch by Bragley. Drop shot. Here's the backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Kicks into the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves.
You're not going to see as many shots in this third division compared to the fourth. A little bit less space to score. I mean, 2 #1 ranked players up in the front as well. So these guys understand positioning. They know different types of shots. They understand each other's games. And I really can't allow either front quarter to take over this match. It can get away from them in a hurry.
Powerful forehand. Robote, left side, to the inside. 2-all is out. 4 points for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves.
And going for more of a split placement there, but sailed wide anyway. And this is only Zulaika's first match of the day, and as a #1 player, he plays twice every single day this season. It's been quite the wait here. I mean, almost 2 hours before he stepped out on the court. By far the longest he's waited to play this season.
Big right side by Bragley. Catch by Anyaki. Inaki, backhand from the 8 line to the inside. Here's a Robote. Robote forehand. Here's the backhand by Bragley. Robote forehand, falls short. 5 points, possible set for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves for the Fireballs.
A little late notice on that one. I mean, Bradley had it lined up, thought that he was going to take it in the air. And Zulaika just not prepared for the Robote to come out that quickly. Got something on it, but not enough power to reach the front wall. Great catch.
What a catch by Inaki. He flips it back in. Here's Bragley from the 7 line. Powerful throw. What a catch by Inaki again. He comes cross court to make the play. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Big backhand. Caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. 3 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Inaki and Cabrera with possible set point. Zulaika serves.
If they're going to play this long rally game, that certainly favors the Fireballs. Zulaika's got this powerful serve. See if he can cut the deficit quickly.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Bragley sends it deep. Robote coming out. Robote left side by Inaki. Cut off by Zulaika. Backhand by Zulaika. Caught by Inaki. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Ball ruled to have been tipped in the backcourt. 4 points for Zulaika and Bragley. Still possible set point for Inaki and Cabrera.
And Cabrera going for that scoop attempt. Didn't know if Inaki was going to be back there in time to turn the Robote. Just all power from Bradley securing that point for the Chargers. There's 1 point separating these two.
Good catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Zulaika on the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. Kicks up, wall to wall. Robote forehand by Inaki passing. Caught in the air by Bragley down low. Inaki makes the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. Robote forehand to the outside. Lands off the court. Point and set to Inaki and Cabrera. We'll take a minute 30, come back out, play our next set.
6-4 in favor of the Fireballs. And Inaki and Cabrera have been put up a majority of points for this team. 7.5 points alone coming from this 3rd division team. And the Fireballs have, what, just 21 on the season. Actually 22 after that win by Hernandez. And Cabrera's been such a consistent player for this Fireballs team in the backcourt. He's got Inaki in front of him here in this 3rd division, and Inaki certainly playing some of his best highlight over the last couple seasons. I mean, really just an off year for him in 2023, dealing with injury, illness. At the end of 2022, Stu, he was, arguably one of the best top-ranked players in Battle Court.
No question about it.
It's a solid one.
That in the practices before the beginning of the 2023 season, Inaki was hitting the wrist by the ball, fractured his ulna. That took care of the first half of the season. Then he was dealing with an unexpected illness there the second half of the season. Most of 2023 was a wash for him.
Back and getting close to that old form here. They got the first set. The Fireballs looking for another win on this game day. Hernandez, you see him there in the white hat, got the first point for his team. See if these guys can add another.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next set. Zulaika has the serve. Here's the backhand. Brian Cabrera. Rebote, forehand. Rebote, forehand by Inaki. Rebote left side by Cabrera. Beautiful Costado 2-all opens and scores for Zulaika. Zulaika and Bragley first up on the board in this second set. Zulaika has the serve for the Chargers.
I didn't see many 2-alls in that opening set, and got to start to get some offense working for this Chargers team. #1 ranked player, Costado is one of the strengths of his game. Just got it inside the boundary line there.
Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Bragley's there. Forehand from the 10 line. Karam does not open. Stopped by Inaki. Inaki hard to the inside, and that scores. Beautifully thrown. Tied up 1 point apiece. Inaki serves for the Fireballs. Bragley on the forehand from the 9 line. Hard to the backcourt. Cabrera's there. Rotate left side. Naki's calling for it. Rotate forehand. Catch by Zulaika. Powerful right side by Zulaika. Rebote coming out. Rotate forehand. Cut off by Zulaika. He winds up. Costado 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves.
He just wanted that one so badly, gave it a little extra power, and the tendency there is kind of hook it. Throw it a little bit lower than you want. That one dropping in the pad, as you know, pad is bad. 2-1 advantage for the Fireballs here in our second set.
There's a catch by Bragley. Hard throw to the inside. Catch by Cabrera. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. This one's caught by Bragley. Robote left side by Inaki. Zulaika's there. There's a backhand to the inside. Robote. Forehand by Zulaika. Robote left side by Inaki. Zulaika takes it on the bounce, rifles it inside, and Cabrera's there. Great catch. Backhand to the inside. Here's Bragley. Bragley from the 10 line. Robote, left side by
Really
Inaki to the
opened up.
inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. That's a great catch at the sidewall. Powerful throw by Bragley. Great catch and return by Inaki. Inaki from the left side, backhand. Scoop by Bragley. Backhand by Cabrera. Scoop attempt missed. 3 points for Inaki and Cabrera. Inaki serves.
Zulaika coming back for that one. I mean, if he wants to get in there for the Robote, just got to communicate more effectively. That's a tough scoop for Bradley, backing up. Had good pace coming off the back wall. Probably could have saved that one on the rebote, but just got to let it know a little bit sooner. And same issue that's been plaguing this Chargers team from the beginning of the year, hurting them again here in this match. Down 3-1 in the second set.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Straight back out to the rebote. Inaki puts it inside. Zulaika takes it on the bounce. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. What a catch by Bragley up high. Cabrera on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line to the corner, out to the rebote. Well played. Cabrera, backhand. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. 2-all. Zulaika stops it on the right side. Karam return, stopped by Inaki. Inaki powerfully from the forehand, and it scores. 4 points for Inaki and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Inaki serves.
Tough to control right there. Kicking off the sidewall, back across Bradley's body to his forehand. A lot of spin, and he tends to spin out of the basket.
Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Backhand. Powerful forehand. Tipped. 5 points, possible set, possible match point here for Inaki and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
You don't know if there was contact with the cesta of Cabrera as he was winding it up. If he hits Bradley, that point would go to the Fireballs, but wasn't called either way. Fireballs jump out ahead here 5-1 for a straight set victory to close out the day. And a lot of good stuff for the Fireballs, again, as this expansion team, it's going to be tough for them to compete and fight for the playoffs in year number 1. But the third team and the fifth team look great. Cabrera, the anchor on both. See if they can close it out here. Need one more point.
What a scoop by Cabrera.
Great
Here's
scoop.
the backhand. Bragley makes the catch. Rebote coming out. Inaki, forehand Rebote to the left side of Bragley. Backhand by Bragley, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out again. Inaki, Rebote to the inside. Here's Bragley. Soft touch, picked up by Zulaika. Zulaika hard to the inside. Cabrera's there. Zulaika aggressively. Costello 2-all. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Point, set, and match. One in straight sets. 6-4, 6-1 for Inaki and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Chargers still come away with 5.5 points on the game day. 2.5 for the Fireballs. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court Game Day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Stu Nyman here with Andrew Bleckman.
I'm
Game
impressed,
day
by
win
the
for.
way.
Well, so you like that speed,
It
Stu?
was like a cat. It was like a cat jumping from windowsill to windowsill.
You should watch the practice afterwards if you like that. 5.5 points for the Chargers, 2.5 for the Fireballs. Let's see those replays and recap what we saw behind us. I made it. We got started with second division doubles here. Iturbide and Ubia against Ferronda and Amigarena.
And Ferronda and Amigarena looked like they were going to pull one off early here for the Fireballs. Ferronda was spot on. Outside placement there, scored perfectly. Really well done. Then, in the second and third sets, Iturbide turned it on, did not miss a ball. Fantastic catches, powerful throws.
Backhand 2-all. And again, just tipped. Look at
See Ferronda looking for the catches it on the right side. I mean, he picked a couple serves today.
Very
They were
active
absolutely
in the
blasted in. Absolutely scored with it on the return.
Return right there. Fireballs on the board. I mean, Scott started off, I mean, a 3-0 lead for the Fireballs in set number 1. Felt like, you know, maybe this was the day that things would start to turn around, but too much experience for the Chargers. Look at that, a perfectly timed backhand 2-all just out of reach.
Yeah, the first and second sets didn't look bad for the Fireballs, but then that third set was all Iturbide and Ubia.
Look at this into the 2-all, man.
Just
Look at the way that
executed.
opens up. Victory there for the Chargers, taking the first 1.5 points of the game day for that doubles win. That brought us over to our 5th division of doubles. That was El Barba and Benny against Hernandez and Cabrera. Good sequence up here. Look at the drop shot, the defense by Hernandez, and a
That second drop shot, that second drop shot by Hernandez was spot on. That was excellent.
Look at Benny. I mean, a lot of drop shots, but not many scoring. Tracks it down straight to the outside. Not a lot of time to react.
Hernandez spent most of his career there in the backcourt, but shifting up to the front court and doing actually quite well. Nice save that he made here. Benny comes in with a great read. Rare miss for Benny. Benny catches those all day and night. Have to believe he was thinking about what he was going to throw. Here's El Barba taking the serve. Straight back it goes. Very well done. Look at this catch by Cabrera. Almost. Again, we both thought in the replay. that he had caught it, but was never stopped in the cesta.
Hernandez here.
Split placement.
Yeah, right between both of them. See El Barba. I mean, his catching was great with El Barba on the outside, but that one just a little bit too much power. Oy, look at that one, right? Yeah, you don't want to. Got to be careful off the back wall. Don't want to be hit right there.
And the gusset. Straight shot to the gusset. Benny on the rebote.
Splitter, look at Benny. And not thinking that ball's going to be in his catch radius. Makes the play, shoots a carom. What a shot right there.
Barber excited for him.
And you see 5-4.
2-all caught the pad. Again, Hernandez a little pressured with some of these 2-alls. He landed several later in singles very well. Starting off, though, a little difficulty getting it over the pad.
And then that brought us to 4th division in doubles here. Jedin and Ferronda against Iturbide and Bradley. In the first set here, 6-0 in favor of the Chargers. And then this turned into quite the match.
No question about it. Jedin and Ferronda really found their mojo in the second set. And Jedin, and specifically, I think he's been a little differential to Ferronda.
Yeah.
And Jedin has the court experience on this court between the two players. Ferronda's, but yeah, been playing highlight 3 times as long as Jedin has. But the truth of the matter is that Jedin has the experience on this court. Great save there by Ferronda.
Hard of the
but
inside.
Iturbide
Look at that defense.
Was absolutely punishing today with both power and accuracy on the shots.
Yeah,
see him move into place here. As soon as he gets it there, it's just, what's he going to do? That was frustrating. Threw it so hard and so fast, he couldn't get out of the way of his own ball. Ball hit him. They lost the point.
Yeah, that was a tough break. At that point, you thought, maybe not the Chargers' day. Fireballs opened up a sizable lead here, and then Iturbide goes for that one, tipped it. Fireballs ahead 5-3 in the third set at that point, but then Iturbide turns it on. Forehand to the inside, powerful throw. Again, just trickling out of the basket. That was at 5-5. The Chargers come back to take it. They remain perfect, 9-0. Iturbide and Bradley on the season. One match to complete the perfect season.
Beautiful carom executed by Ubia there.
Yeah, 4th-ranked singles here, Ubia against Hernandez.
Hernandez going to the 2-all quite often, moving Ubia around. Wasn't sure which way this was going to go. Ubia,
turning some shots.
Yeah, successful on the shots. Hernandez, though, just seemed to be out in front pretty consistently. Great effort there by Ubia. Good court positioning, got right in the way of the ball, just not able to make the play. Interference. And this is... Ubia was apparently disagreeing.
I mean, on the replay, it looked like Ubia bear hugged him. Exactly. I don't know what he's supposed to do.
How is that not interference? What the heck was I supposed to do?
Look at this, though. The 2-all.
Heck, the operative word there. In and out of the cesta of Hernandez.
And just missed there on the outside. Look at Hernandez, though. Aggressively moving up. Kept the pressure on. Look at that 2-all. So well thrown.
Beautiful rebote for Ubia. Caught on the quick bounce by Hernandez. Hernandez sends this one deep. Boom. The perfect placement. Lands in the cage, bobbles round. Really well done by Hernandez.
And 3-wall play opening up off the back wall. Here's Ubia going for that rebote. Just missed. Hernandez again. I mean, active on the costado today. Another 2-wall.
This one would be read perfectly.
Or throw back over the top. Yeah, beat him inside.
Again, you want to mix it up. You don't want your opponent to know or be able to really guess what you're doing.
Here, Hernandez stops it again. Forehand powerfully right to the corner. Ubia trying to dig it out.
Boom.
Got the second bounce and a little dangerous there.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Love the effort, but
only if you're the front court judge, but there's only so many front court highlight judges in the world right now, and we need them all.
And finally kept one to the inside, just beat Ubia again, and then costado. Again, another replay there. Back to the inside, breaks the tie. It was at 4-4. Hernandez out ahead with his final point right here. On the wall, he lays it up. Ubia doesn't think it's going to make it.
And it does. And bounces twice before he can get to it.
And then
boom, comes the $50 fine. Yeah, when you smack the ball like that, you really have no idea where it's going. We know that it's frustrating, but we also got to try to keep it safe out there. So
yeah.
Well,
at that point, Hernandez got the Fireballs on the board. 1 point for the game day for that singles win. And then the finale, third division doubles.
Inaki, who passed because of some really chest intercostal pain that's been bothering him on the right side, didn't feel he could play both singles and doubles, forfeited the first match he was scheduled to play, which was singles, so he played in doubles, and he played quite well in this doubles match.
Zuleika there from the outside, stopped on the bounce, and Inaki knows how to kill it. Yeah, getting it back to the right side of Bradley. Just spinning out of the basket. Heavy dose of these hard forehands crossing, and Bradley not an answer for it there on the left side either. And look at Cabrera, though. That
Beautiful
catching,
scoop. Yep.
he's been so successful for the Fireballs this season. And both of his doubles teams, I mean, what? I think only one combined loss in Cabrera's two doubles teams this season. Ball into the pad, you see, as thrown by Zuleika. The Fireballs win our final two matches of the day, adding 2.5 points. But the Fireballs make a nice move up the leaderboard with those 5.5 points. Stu and I join you here back on camera. Let's see where all 6 of our teams stack up here in Spring 24. And you got the Renegades up at the top with 54 points. The Warriors and Chargers, though, tied at 53. That's in second place. But the Warriors have an extra game day to play compared to the Chargers. You see that in the rightmost column. The Devils comfortably holding on to 4th place in that final playoff spot. Player of the day race for today, Stu.
For me, it came down to Iturbide. I kept on trying to think, Hernandez had a good showing out there today.
Sure.
In a losing team effort, but he had a really good showing, especially in doubles. Looked pretty comfortable up there in singles as well. But one person who I've just been very interested in watching their progress has been Iturbide. He's twice the player that he was here at Magic City in 2024 than he was in 2023. So there's been this evolution of court positioning and shot making. He's got power on both sides. And today he really stood out, had 2 victories, so he really stood out to me more than anyone else.
Yeah, he's got the player of the day a number of times, but had a lot of success this season. Let's hear from Iturbide of the Chargers. Hey guys, we are here with Iturbide, our player of the day today. You have a great record this season, 17-2 overall. What has been the key, and how quickly did you figure out this court?
Iturbide, has tenido una muy buena temporada. Esta temporada tu récord es 17 wins y 2 pérdidas. ¿Cómo te ajustaste a esta cancha?
Bueno, ya es el segundo año que llevamos aquí.
It's the second year that I've been here.
Y la verdad es que me encuentro bien, me siento bien.
And I feel good. I find myself doing well.
Y siempre es bueno hacer puntos para el equipo para poder llegar a los playoffs.
And it's always good to make points for the team so I can get to the playoffs.
Poder ganar.
And just to be able to win.
Yeah.
And what went into that comeback? You guys were down 5-3 in the third set of your doubles match.
¿Qué fue en el partido? Estaban perdiendo a 3. ¿Cómo lo cambiaron?
Sí, yo estaba jugando un poquito mal.
I was playing a little bit bad.
Estamos jugando mal y al final, pues, por casta, por fuerza, pues,
and then just
lo
had to
conseguimos.
take force and keep going.
Awesome, Iturbide. Great playing again all season long. He is our player of the day for today. And that was Iturbide, our player of the day for today. We return on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern start time. We're going to see the Fireballs again, this time against the Warriors. Douglas and Julian take on Fronton and Amigarena to get us started. Then, third division doubles, Correa and Nicholas against Inaki and Bradley. 3 singles matches, Stu, on this Friday. Again, there's a couple days with 3 singles and 3 doubles. Yeah. We got Manny and Amigarena,
right?
Third division up first, then Correa against Cabrera.
That'll be interesting.
We'll flip back to doubles. Williams and Julian take on Jen and Hernandez, and then we will close it out with Douglas against Inaki, number 1 ranked matchup to close out the day. Stu and I will be back here for that Friday night game day between the Warriors and the Fireballs as we continue on our Spring 24 season. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you Friday.
Friday, 7 p.m.
do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!